Oh, the ocean is angry today. Come down to see what it looks like before Hurricane Fiona gets here in 2 or 3 days.
Getting ready for Fiona. Tropical, post-tropical storm, hurricane, whatever. They're not sure what we're going to get. And it's supposed to start anytime tomorrow. I don't know. I kind of think that means at night and going to Saturday. So Sunday's supposed to be nice and sunny. But, okay, so this is, we had a couple days of rain. We were down at the ocean yesterday just to see the waves, and they were pretty big. So even though the storm isn't here yet, we are getting the effects of the waves. So anyway, we're mostly prepared for any emergency. Always we always keep rice, lentils, canned meat, you know, canned condensed milk, just in case, and we always have water. So we have always heated with propane, cooked with propane or the wood stove, and we have the wood stove for heat if we need it, but I don't think it's going to be cold. It might get cool because of the moisture, and we might, you know, have a small fire just to burn off the moisture in the house. So yeah, we're getting ready. So let me show you what we're going to do. For our solar array, we put these 2x4s across, and then we put these rocks, boulders, let's say big huge boulders here, heaviest ones at both these ends, and hopefully that'll hold everything down. We shouldn't get too much wind coming from this direction, this way, because one, that's north, so the hurricanes usually comes in from the south, and also it's got a lot of tree to break the windbreak, you know. Anyway, we haven't put our solar array up yet for the spring fall angle, which will be, you know, probably like that. So it's flat. It's pretty flat. Hopefully that'll be good. We won't know until we've gone through it. The hurricanes we had last year come in were not all that direct, but you know, we got some pretty good gusts of wind. Hopefully this will do fine, but you know, until we live through it, we're not going to know. We couldn't cement these down because these are in a temporary place. We are going to move them almost a kilometer onto our property further, so so we didn't cement them down. So hopefully this will do the trick, just to hold them down. Last year we did have in the big winds, those chairs just sitting there, nothing happened to them. They didn't blow over. They're just little plastic chairs, and they were fine. So we are going to move The generator, we're not sure whether we're going to put it in the powerhouse or build another, or use our old temporary shelter for it, just for the hurricane. Brian still needs to build a shed for that, and he'd like to build one tall so that he can get in it and you know, change the oil, maintain the generator. Last one. Okay, so to continue our hurricane prep for Fiona, I didn't film yesterday. We were so busy, but there we put the rocks, the 2x4s, here, 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 across, and then we put the rocks on to help hold that down. This is temporary, but we've been playing with the generator. We're having a problem with the CO sensor, and it keeps shutting the thing off. So we have 2 fans now trying to clear out that little area, and then we have the wood is around there to try to keep the noise down for the neighbors. So anyway, what we did yesterday was we went into the woods and we cut down a tree, and we milled these pieces of wood. They're 1 inch thick, and we made a door. We only had a flap, an old tarp flap that we were using for a door, and so because of the wind, we really needed something strong. So we made a door for a powerhouse yesterday, and it's pretty impressive. Because we went and cut down a tree and did it right from scratch. So that's kind of cool. So there's our pretty door. And so I'm in our solar shed right now, powerhouse, and we're charging our batteries just barely right now. See, only got 93 watts coming in, but that's okay. We'll run the generator when we need to. We're not using much power anyway. But as you saw outside, it's been rainy. We got the storm that they had in Ontario two days ago. We had a thunderstorm, and we just got the rain. No thunder here. We don't get much thunder or lightning in Nova Scotia. So we kind of miss the thunderstorms. But we got enough rain that we're filling up, all our rain barrels filled up. And so Brian's been pumping the the water into our water tanks, and doing pretty good, and hopefully after the hurricane we should be quite full. So, we were right down to the bottom, pretty low, because we didn't get a lot of rain this summer. But we had enough moisture to keep everything nice and green, because we get quite a bit of fog, especially in the morning, and it keeps everything nice and green. Anyway, we're expecting, they're saying gusts up to 90 kilometers an hour, so we're not going to get the main part of Fiona. It's supposed to hit Cape Breton, and the edge of it, the edge of the main part is going to just get Halifax, and we're down in the south shore, so we're not going to get the brunt of it, thankfully. Now our shelter logic, Brian put logs down, trees down this side and that side, and we've got those anchored, and then the shelter is anchored to the logs. So he's also we've got the tractor in there, and he's also got the tractor strapped down, or the shelter logic strapped down to the tractor. Birds making noise over there. So for us, I guess that's really the extent of what we're doing to prepare for the storm. I mean, normally we've got the mill tarp down. That blows off, no big deal. Those logs, that's the top of the log, and we brought another tree in as well yesterday, so that's part of the log we made our door with. Yeah, we don't really, we're usually prepared for a storm. I mean, between having the solar for our own power and the generator, we don't have to worry about power. The one thing that we are a little concerned about is our internet, because we do have there is a cable, a fiber optics cable that runs from the back of our trailer. We've got it on a pole. See, just a pole right there, and then it goes there, and it runs along the trees. So as you can see, you know, we've got no trees to worry about taking out the trailer or anything. Brian's always careful where he parks the truck anyway, just to make sure it doesn't take anything down. But our cable is, it's very hard to see, but our cable is running. Our cable's running down here. We don't have poles for our fiber optic cable. We just strung it on the trees. So these trees are not in the best shape. We're gonna end up taking those down. Hopefully they'll be good for using for the house build. But the fiber optic cable was running pretty high in these trees, and just in case they come down, Brian thought, well, we'll put it down a little lower. We've got a lot of slack to the cable as well, so I'm just going down the hill of our driveway. It's quite an elevation. You can't see on the camera, but this is our driveway toward the road. Yeah, so really that's our only concern. The rest of the trees are just like, there's a bit of a marsh in here, and actually this right here is a small little pond, so you can tell the bulrushes. So we don't really have any. It's mostly bushes in here, no trees to worry about. And then on this side of our property, there's some tamaracks. but nothing heavy to worry about. So the rest of our fiber optic cable runs down, you know, about 6 feet up, just on the bushes here, and so that's not a problem. And it's slack, you know, it's got like a scoop as it goes. So yeah, let me just show you our sign. You come up our driveway, and you come across the sign. Anyway, that's our little pond, swamp, lots of turtles, or I haven't seen any turtles, lots of frogs in there. And we really haven't explored how much it goes back there. We know back here there deer bed down. We've gone back there from a little further over, and we know deer bed down back there. You could tell how it's trampled, and by the poop, with all the deer poop that's in there. But anyway, that's the only thing we're worried about right now. We've got a little lull in the rain from the storm from Ontario, and about 4 o'clock, Fiona's supposed to start getting up this way. And like I said, we're expecting only 90-kilometer winds. We had those last year, no problem. No major issues. So, and there's Brian moving our pump around. We'll pump out as much water as we can along the way. And Fiona's supposed to hit overnight and be done by noon. We may even see the sun tomorrow. So there he's just putting in the sump pump, pond pump that we use to transfer the water. Plugs it in. And he checks to make sure it's coming out of the little filters. But you put a Y on it so that it goes to both barrels, or holding tanks, IBC totes, and just keep it flowing a little faster. We've got four filters. And that's it for Fiona prep. We're gonna go probably around supper time, go see what the waves are doing. You can't even hear them right now, so I guess it hasn't hit there yet. Just show you our creepy wind chimes my daughter and I made. Just out of stuff we found at the beach. Well, I hope everybody else makes it through the storm well. And see you next time.